Alright, just jump into the stuff right away. Hope you guys are doing amazing. And yeah, last time on the court, we already got some key information from Lyney and Lynette. So they're from the House of the Heart, aka they're Fatui. I don't know how to pronounce it. Another thing is they are not inside the box, apparently, which is another interesting thing. But they are hiding something from us. I'm guessing because they don't want us to see them, because in this world, in this Tovat, people see Fatui as a bad people. So I'm guessing that's why they didn't tell that to us, because they're scared that we will hate
I'm
them.
sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
But let's continue our journey and let's get some key information to help them. Even though they are dead, doesn't that mean we're not going to help them? We still gonna help them.
Sorry. Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two.
It's alright, we can still trust
We
them.
based our entire reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys.
But they are not.
Set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad.
I'm very sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain.
Yeah, let them explain first. Come on, don't just jump into a conclusion yet. Let's hear them why they are here. They are probably not one of the Fatui anymore. I
know you've clashed with the Fatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset.
I mean, hating Child is not that bad. Oh no, we do hate Child actually, but yeah, again,
but
not
our
that bad.
organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Wait, are they? No, they are not Harbinger,
right?
right?
Now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face. I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends. That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead.
Yeah, again, don't want to be enemy but friends. Cause again, we are renowned traveler and we could be a use to them. Okay, that sounds wrong. You know, we can help them by a lot.
The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to.
But how can we know this isn't all just another lie, though?
So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point.
I actually don't.
You met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too. But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
Sorry. Please forgive us.
Why do you make Lynette say that word? I already forgive you.
You both say that, but...
Alright, explain the other issues then, first. Where did you actually go while the trick was being performed? Since you are not in the box.
Let's hear your answer first, and no lies now!
They did not lie at all to us, they only hide.
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately? During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it. From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick, with the objective of getting close to the core.
I see, so I'm guessing you guys think the Oratrice might help contain people from the, what is called, prophecy
Is that
then?
why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box.
So 30 seconds.
So after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
They say nobody go in and out the van. Wait a minute.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
And what did you guys find?
Nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice.
I knew it. Cause again they say nobody go in and out, but Lyney go in and out. Which you mean other people can also do that without other people noticing.
Which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came.
Oh, I'm guessing that is the. Oh, I see. Based on the again trailer,
On the
I
way
see.
back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought.
That's why you didn't hear the thought, cause you are not down there at
After
that time.
that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
Why do you want to understand how the orchards operate? Again, probably to save people from fontaine or on
Because of that
fontaine.
prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know
Yeah.
all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. I swear, I didn't hide anything from you this time.
Again, I know I bring this a lot, but that one person, I forgot who, say that nobody go in and out the van. So that is the most peculiar
It was
stuff.
never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either.
Also, Tartaglia give us his vision. Will that become something
But
important?
like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
I mean, we trust Tartaglia, so it's alright. We
Well,
believe you.
Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
I believe in the fact. I'm gonna say, wait, is there two different endings? No, there's not. I believe in the fact. And I will defend you from these charges. I believe that judgment will be dispensed as it should. You guys again try to save people.
Okay, thank you.
So yeah, I'm so sorry for the awkward situation. We are probably like in a bad
Thanks
mood
for
right
giving
now.
us a chance.
I always give you a
The current
chance.
problem is that the scales are tipped pretty badly against you two.
It's 3-0,
If we
right?
want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense.
What are we doing now? Actually, we already have the key evidence we need. The voice from the van. The German is almost over. Let's go back.
Oh, Paimon thinks she gets what you mean.
Lyney's statement. Oh. And the voice in the Oratrice core chamber, see? Yeah, that's a key importance. I'm guessing a third party or third somebody gonna appear now. Who knows? But yeah. The trailer, I still want to mention the trailer. The trailer, somebody appear. Is it now? Also, where the heck are we? I don't think we have seen this before. Is there anything important here? Oh, actually? Nothing, okay. Unless... Nope, alright. Let's just go back to the trial. Oh, this is behind the room. Hey, it seems like a court continue. The brief adjournment and the nail-biting trial record.
Both
Yes.
parties have
Do
returned
not
to their
bite your nails.
positions. Let us continue the trial.
Right, here we go. Round 2,
When last we
fight.
left off, Mr. Lyney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
That took long enough. Now then, if everyone would lend me their attention.
Too much attention
At
for
this
you.
stage, let's revisit that scene from Lyney's perspective.
Bro, somebody's going to take this picture as like, objection. Oh, based on the opposition event, you can identify loophole. Oh, so this is how we fight. This is gonna be hard. Oh, freak, what the heck is that? Yeah, you
As
what?
the countdown began, he entered the tunnel. When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud.
This
He
is
did not
interesting.
realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound.
It's also a bad thing to say that Lyney actually tried to find the core, so we're not going to say
Finally,
that.
he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change
Ah.
clothes to prevent others from recognizing her.
That is a big fuss, by the way, Furina. That there's no way you hit somebody. What?
At this
Okay.
time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught Lyney red-handed. So Lyney proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box.
That is probably not what happened, because if you punch like that, the mask gonna fall off, and I don't think Lyney is gonna put the mask on again.
Afterward, Lyney passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident.
Okay, so we have to do something like this as well. This is annoying.
And there you have it. That's the truth behind what happened.
I never played a detective game before, but I
Does the
think I can do
defendant's
this.
side have any objections to Lady Farina's description of the events?
Yes, she lacked truth.
The key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events. What Lyney experienced and what he saw.
Okay, identify loopholes. Lyney entered the tunnel as the countdown began. That is true. The loud sound was from Lyney and Halsey. Let's see the loophole. Oh, this is gonna be hard actually. Lyney must have been very confused when he saw them. Did not witness the crime taking place, thus did not hear the thought. Okay, let me see. The loud of the sound was from Lyney and Halsey. The loophole is no one left the opera house during the magic show. Oh, that was gonna probably be this stuff here later on. The voice or a chamber. That's probably the thought later on. Stress out during the magic show.
According to Lyney, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel. He couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey.
Yeah, there you go. I knew that. Then knock Halsey out. However, was Lyney really in the tunnel at that time? Lyney is not at the tunnel, so... Ooh, how do you do this next one? The accident evidence Lyney returned to the tunnel crime already placed. All Lyney saw was... This is the outfit.
Lyney did not take part in the underground altercation. He only witnessed traces of the aftermath.
Yeah, and then this one, on stage accident. There's probably no loophole here. No one left the opera house during the... Yeah, nobody left though. Strange noise during the thing.
Seems
wrong
this
one.
won't produce a particularly...
Okay, the chamber house of the Ortrice core. No one left the opera house. How they put that in? Is it just here? No, is it just here then? Okay, so that got nothing to do with anything. The chamber that... Oh, right, the kidnapping. So
Lyney
this
went to
should...
the room
Yeah.
that contains the Oratrice's core. This is the actual truth.
That's kind of bad, no?
Attention! Ace Detective Paimon has something to say! When the countdown started, Lyney did indeed go into the tunnel. But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored.
Why did he go there?
Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time.
So he cannot investigate what's going on.
Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent.
Yeah. Oh, we balance it out. Good. Successful refutation. Refutation? Sure. That is interesting mechanic. I like it.
Paimon did it! Paimon actually managed to say all that! Wasn't it awesome?
Haha, Paimon, you're
In
always
other
awesome.
words, you believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
That's
Yep.
right!
Moreover, I believe my opposition's reasoning is flawed.
My reasoning?
The onstage equipment was clearly tampered with in premeditated fashion. The rope is not the rope that the rope used the rope. However, you say that Cowell bumped into Lyney by
If that's
chance.
the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill?
Yeah.
Assuming that what you say is true, Lyney only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Oh, they have a point.
Aha, we got 1 point.
That's right, you tell them! And that's why they're partners of mine. They've managed to turn things around.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
Well, your denial is very strident, I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims?
Do you happen to remember how you refuted Lyney's alibi initially?
Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? Why do you ask? You're saying that he wasn't?
Yeah! Your claim has now become my weapon. Your claim has also become a critical clue. Aha! That quite annoying now. Strange sounds during the magic show, entrance exit opera house. Oh freak. Oh freak. So we have to choose. Or irrelevant. So we have to choose between 3 of these. Information about the missing lady houses, missing person, famous painter. What was she talking about again? Strange sounds during the magic shows. Entrance, exit, opera
Are
house.
you sure we don't need to give this more thought? Paimon thinks there's something off here.
There is. This one?
That's right! Lyney wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance. This means that when the crime happened, Lyney had already entered the basement via the vent.
Which kind of put Lyney on a bad situation as well. Why Lyney entered the
The same
vent?
clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof! How do you like that?
Haha, Paimon objection.
Well played.
To think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Lyney who committed the crimes, then who was it?
Well, that's the murderer was. Select the gear icon. I'm so sorry I'm using Lumin. Select answer and fill the empty gears. Oh, there's a lot of mechanic. The Guardian's investigative report indicate that the firework related near the end of the show gate, suspending the water tank above the stage. This caused the water tank to fall and kill Cole in the box below. If Lyney is no longer under suspicion, only the other member of the troupe will have been able to tamper with the props. Lyney gave a detailed account on how the trick was supposed to work by using boxes inside the box. The idea was for the box containing the audience member transport across via the tunnel underneath. Lyney himself will also use this tunnel to get to the other side. How am I supposed to do this? Having a challenge to her outfit, Lyney and her assistant will take charge on stage. Oh, we're gonna guess based off these. Yeah, I'm guessing the culprit is the audience. Halsey, the lady who went missing, were found in the tunnel. The reason for this remained unknown. Okay, who could be... Who was the only person who could possibly have committed the crime? Can I see the detail before I choose?
Person involved? Is that really a possibility?
No.
Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member. Or did she have her own scheme all along?
That's my
The
guess.
deceased's name is Cowell, Lyney's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
But P is dead. It might be if there's like
Halsey
hypnotized,
is the
I
missing
don't know.
person and an
I have a feeling it's Halsey because you cannot see any third person here. No one can enter and exit. So it's between Halsey and this. Hypnosis
The
incorrect.
deceased's
So
name
it's
is
you
Cowell.
then? It is you. I thought not, cause you know you are already dead. But I guess that's the case.
Huh? That can't be right. Are you serious?
That is also my question.
The killer was, in fact, Cowell, the deceased!
Yeah.
Oh, is that so? How interesting! Let's hear your reasoning then.
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator to victim.
Okay, so first of all, I have to do this one by
No one
one.
entered or left the opera house through its entrances. So, where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey? The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Lyney as well.
Oh! Wait, so they're fighting and... Wait, if he accidentally get knocked into the box, what happened to the girl then? That is the question.
No one entered or left the opera house.
Can I put this in? Yeah, I know there is something somewhere, but I don't know if... I think that's
The sound we heard
incorrect.
may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. Lyney was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. No one entered or left.
How do I...
Lyney
Oh,
was
like
not
that, I
in
see.
the tunnel at.
Was not in the tunnel.
No one entered or left the.
The last one gonna be this one.
The deceased.
And this one
name
gonna
is Cowell,
be...
Lyney's assistant.
While Lyney is not inside there, you are there, right?
The sound we heard.
Then the thought's gonna be while you guys are fighting. Die. Only Lyney correct. Gosh darn it.
It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent.
Okay.
The deceased's name is Cowell.
Then I'm gonna
Halsey's
put the
clothing
last
was in the
one.
tunnel. So there must have been some.
The problem is it's kind of hard to put the connection between the two, but I don't know what's going on right now. Oh, imagine you do this first try. I just don't know how to connect all of it, cause I got it on my mind. Yeah, like you enter there, but you hear a
The sound
thought,
we heard
right?
may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal.
Name call, well-trusted colleague, keeping crowd engaged.
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel.
Nobody enter and exit. We know that for sure.
It would have been tough for both people. The sound we heard may have come from.
There you go. And then this one's gonna be...
Halsey's clothing was in.
So this... No, so the enter and
It would
exit...
have been tough for
Oh, the
both.
fan. Okay, I'm sure, I guess.
The sound
Enter and
we
exit,
heard
there's no way that's the one. That is irrelevant. Wait, what? The last piece is missing. The criminal must have understood the method being Lyney's magic trick. So this whole time, the last one is empty. That's why I'm so confused then. Huh. Might have been in position, easily modify the equipment. Leaving aside how he, dash, Cole had all means to commit the crime at his disposal. The strange noise could likely have been sound of Cole and Halsey struggling. Lyney was not in the tunnel for 1 minute. This would have given time for Cole to bring Halsey out of the magic box in the audience stands. But according to the guard's testimony, no one entered and left the opera house, so if he had taken her, there'd be no means of existing. Yeah, that's my question as well. So I'm guessing the audience is not the audience that we know. Exiting from the box would have been for few of the audience pretty much guaranteed that they would be discovered.
Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
It's just where in the world Halsey go? Unless Halsey is not an NPC. I have been saying that a lot.
I see how it is. So this was all just a bluff. And here I thought you had something to show for it. But it seems you're still far from the truth.
No, we are
Look,
close.
since we're at a dead end, why not consider a different track? Just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
Oh, at least Lyney helped
Only
us.
we knew how Halsey disappeared.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 exits, and none of them seem very likely.
Yeah, 3 exits. One the van, one is the box, and the other one is the other box. Unless there's another
It's not
one.
like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear. You know, like you did from that water tank, Lynette.
Magic. Escaping from the water tank. Wait, could it have been the water? That's why there's water there.
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents, but do you not see that the crowd is growing impatient? There is no greater sin in this opera house than an awkward delay in the performance.
Wait, last time I forgot to examine the ladder. Is that the key information that I used?
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Wait, objection!
Lyne
Objection!
was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. The deceased's name is Cowell, Lyney's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
Broken
The vase
fast,
was
the
not
water.
broken by chance. It was used to cover important evidence. The water.
Yeah. Literally, there's something there. Gotcha.
Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped. Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind. If there's a similar method where a person could be transformed into water...
Yeah, now the trailer makes sense that I cannot say something about the boss from Liyue. What?
Just a moment, please. I do hope you know how preposterous you sound at the moment.
You are a god. You should know how preposterous what you just
How
said.
could a person ever be transformed into water? This is reality we're talking about here, not some magic trick.
I request that we examine whatever that is called its personal effect. We might find something there.
Must we really? I should think that of anyone. Your friend Lyney already knows this truth very well. Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real. We're talking about 2 completely different things.
Then answer the question yourself. How did Halsey disappear if nobody can enter or exit? And nobody enter or
Even
exit.
so, I trust the traveler's judgment. The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of their rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we broaden the scope of our investigation is nothing but a tactic for stalling the trial.
If he is guilty, then he will go to jail either way. So why not just check it? Why don't
Nevertheless,
you?
I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress. Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased Cowell.
After some time, a guard returned with news.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste. We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately. The
What is the
notebook in
label?
his backpack claims that these fluids are water from the primordial sea.
Oh, is that a prophecy? That's how people on Fontaine just dissolve into the
The
water?
primordial sea.
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice. The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears many times.
I knew it. So that's how.
One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty.
AKA it have
The
been
notes
used.
also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject. As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
Haha, how do you like that,
You gotta be
Kurina?
kidding! People dissolving into water?
Yeah, the prophecy. Now they pay attention to
Could
the
something
prophecy.
so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but it's just a coincidence, isn't it?
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowell was targeting that girl... Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Let's go. Just trust me.
Alright, trust Navia. Navia will find something.
Order! Order!
Okay, that's scary. Kate, Madu.
It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results, but we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues. Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Guards, please continue examining the items along these lines. Mr. Lyney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor.
Also, Your Honor, now that I pay attention to your hair, you look like a bird.
If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Right! Like the metal heart! That one didn't make sense at all.
Also, the rope. We haven't mentioned about the rope yet.
Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial sea.
What does that mean? Alcyl? I think not. Water from the primordial sea. Which is quite making everything become interesting now. I have a feeling that... Ooh.
Lynette was in the
What is
magic box
this?
on stage the entire time. Did she have something to do with this? I remember there was something else within the inner layer of that box.
Oh, right. But I don't know
Now
which
it
one is
seems like
first,
the
though.
hook rope was not meant for another magic trick, but was instead some form of triggering mechanism.
Oh, so this and then this. Gotcha.
The water from the primordial sea should already have been prepped before Halsey entered the magic box. The rope that strung the water tank up was lit by the fireworks and cut. As such, the focus here is on the water and not the tank. The deceased's name is Cowell, Lyney's assistant.
Okay, so you could tamper
The
with
rope
something
that strung
with
the
this
water tank.
rope
Now it seems
that
like the
got
hook rope
something to do with this
from the
and then
primordial sea-
this. That's
Lynette
my
was in the
guess, but
magic
there's
box
probably
on
something here,
The
or I'm
water
missing
from the
something,
primordial-
but... But you can tamper with the rope, and then what? You will do something, because this triggered this stuff here. Nope, only one correct, nice. Okay, so you could tamper with something,
I
so...
remember there was something.
Something on the box is different. Now we got next one.
Lynette
That
was in
could-
the magic box on stage the entire time.
I don't think Lynette got something to do with anything. Something in the box is different.
The water from the primordial.
This one and then last one
Now it
is
seems like the hook
this.
rope.
No. So is it actually Lynette?
Lynette was in the magic box.
And then the last one must be...
I remember remember there was something.
Wait, what? Wait, didn't I already choose this before? Oh, did I put it back? No, wait, what? Did I already choose the hook beforehand? Huh? Wait, what? Okay. Oh, I put the hook here, not here. My bad. Anyway.
Ahem. It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine again!
Yeah, oh, okay, Paimon, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
The original plan, Cowl would tamper with the water tank rope, and the number selector securing his target. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box.
Oh, I see. Also, another thing is this is cool. Gotcha, I'm guessing Halsey... Again, the point is this person accidentally entered the box then. That make him get crushed. Or he just want to get rid of the stuff. Another thing is, Cowl is called for two as well. That's the question.
When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Cowl would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel, and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Or, yeah, that also worked, yeah, sure.
That does make sense.
So it's supposed to cover him up.
Actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
Aha! Can it go to the right side?
What do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have
Aha!
I falsely accused an innocent person? What a humiliation.
And because of the what humiliation, you're gonna try to do something. No.
It seems like the only point of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cal's death. His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
Yeah, that one.
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence. I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
Thank you, Your Honor. We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case.
It was Harbinger.
And we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Lyney's personal effects.
No, they purposely put that.
What?
No. They purposely put that there.
Oh, I see. Well, how wonderfully comedic to have your own counterattack only to come back and wound you.
It doesn't make sense because, again, if you think Lyney is a magician, right? There's no way he will just put the evidence right off the, that is just too obvious. So there's no way. There's literally no way. That's too obvious. Who commit crime and put obvious stuff like that?
Does this not clear all doubt? My dear citizens, my loyal audience, allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close.
Come on, say something about there's no way somebody will do that obvious stuff. It will rather you break it or you throw it away, rather than, put it in your belongings. Yeah, here we go again.
He did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent.
He come back.
Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowl then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea.
Which is inside the balloon.
But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Lyney desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime. Ultimately, he knocked Cowl out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon.
Again, the face is too big. There's no way, yeah.
As much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, It does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization.
Well, they are, but not all of them.
Am
Well,
I
so far we
right,
only got Tartaglia, but still.
Mr. Lyney?
We've
No, you're
used up
wrong.
all the evidence we collected. There's no way for us to make a rebuttal here.
Tartaglia, help!
Is this the end of the road?
No, it's not.
Oh no!
Wait, did I hear?
Paimon can't think of anything either. It doesn't look like there's any way around this. Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move. Why did this have to happen now?
I think we've all seen enough now, and we have ample witnesses to my flawless reasoning.
Which is kind of painful, actually, not gonna lie, just without that. Let me make the game loud a little bit, because I'm feeling something about to happen.
I believe this is indeed the finale. Now then, my good, noble Chief Justice, should we not, in your view, move...
Excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
Navia! I knew it. You probably found something, right? Right? Objection!
Miss, I must ask you not to shout and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic? I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes. Please, do the honors, Mr. Lyney, if you would be so kind.
What in the world is she saying?
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often conceals the truth while presenting a fascinating illusion.
I don't get what Navia is going, but okay.
Everyone believes the illusion. Can't magic reveal the truth to them once again?
Oh! Does that mean they're always there, but they just invincible?
And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous finale to today's performance?
I hope the lady appear with a cloth, though, cause not gonna lie, this is quite something.
Come on, Lyney and Lynette, give it another go. Don't worry. Spina di Rasula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf.
I was wondering who is gonna set this up. A Silver and
But
the grandpa.
as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
I understand.
That's my partner there. Just that? This whole time, just that? Okay.
Sorry for the interruption.
Wait, isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
Who knows? Also, another thing is, Halsey is the
To be
accomplishment.
clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence.
Oh. So wait, where is she this
I
whole
was
time
hiding
then?
outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me. And then before I knew it, she caught me.
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin? I'm sorry. I'm the one who killed Cowl. I admit it.
What? Why?
Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt.
Bum bum bum!
I heard that Lyney's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there. And I'd never been caught before.
Okay, this is a trial, a court, by the way.
But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away. Lyney was the one who caught me in the act.
Oh, you, that girl. It connect.
No wonder you look familiar. So you were the thief.
The problem is, NPC in this game look familiar, so we kinda cannot
Lyney
tell.
even mentioned mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me. He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was on to me for sure.
Oh, wait. With everything being the stuff, the one that we didn't know, the number is tempered, right? It always shows the same scene. So yeah, what's up about that? Also, the ticket's supposed to be for
So
who?
I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee, but then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box.
Oh.
There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes.
Oh, you were inside there. Wait, for how long? 1 day? 2 days?
I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
You
Can a
don't
person
eat?
even hide in there?
The question is for how long? Literally didn't eat. So that's weird. If they're a practice hand at concealment, probably. Professional thief could make it work. I mean, professional?
But I swear, I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it.
So Cowell's not the culprit. Oh no, Cowell got the dissolved water, so Cowell's still one of the team. But the magic number though. Or not magic number, the random number picker, and also there are a lot of flaws here.
Had I known
again.
that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
Well, for our part, yeah. Now it's time to refute the Hydro Archon's previous reasoning. Again, the big mystery is still the number picker. And also, yeah, what happened to Cowell then?
This time, we need to tell the entire story from Lillian's perspective.
Bum bum bum! It's high! Okay, oh, I don't know. So this one is random number selector. Yeah, what happened to the random number selector then? Okay, so Call plan to use the prepared. How would Halsey have reacted? This is harder than I think. Well, Hook also still mystery. So does that mean like start from the random number? If it's not, then nothing to do with the first one. Okay, nothing to do with the first one at all. So the thought that we heard is this. What did Halsey do? It's either unlikely this one or it's on this one.
The flower
There
vase
you
was
go.
not broken to cover anything up, but was smashed during the struggle between Lillian and Cowell.
Since the picture is both like, yeah, with the punching and knocking, I don't know which one make the knock noise. So I choose this one, but it's wrong. But I know it's somewhere there. Yep, I didn't random guess anything. So that, yeah, because of this, that is the strange knot. Nope, never mind, just kidding. The outfit. Oh, right, with the fence and everything broken, that's why the outfit is there.
Lillian was afraid that she would be recognized if she left, so she changed clothes and hid, biding her time. Just
what? I thought it ended. Halsey dissolved. Well, there was an audible thump. That was when Halsey hid, is it? Yeah, probably.
the strange sound wasn't from a fight. It was Lillian's attempt to break out when she was frightened.
There they go, the end.
It's Ace Detective time on time!
Did I do something? No, I don't think I do anything wrong, right? I choose everything correct, but sometimes I just forgot to click it, and since of the picture doesn't make sense, so I kind of confused which one to put it. So this one is flawless, is it? Yeah. No mistake.
Being selected out of the blue, Lillian panicked.
Lillian panicked.
The panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard. Hearing the commotion, Cowell leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lily-Ann had not dissolved.
Yeah, okay, maybe yeah, that's not the case, but
He
sure.
did not know that Lily-Ann was not from Fontaine, but was a thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket.
Oh, that does. Okay, I see. So he tried to dissolve the young women, but again, not from Fontaine, so it doesn't work.
Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, he tried to force Lily-Ann back into the box.
Since she panicked and thought Cowell is trying to catch her, she fight back.
Broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lily-Ann came out on top, knocking Cowell out and putting him in the box.
I'm pretty sure the one that's on top is Cowell, but sure.
With no way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended.
But yeah, again, the whole story is when Lyney go down, Lyney go to the van, right? And then we got Cowell there trying to dissolve these young women, but she didn't dissolve. So Cowell tried to catch Lily-Ann, but Lily-Ann thought Cowell trying to put sentences on her, or just put on trial, cause Lily-Ann is a thief. But again, that's not the case. So they are fighting there. That's the big thought and everything. After that, Cowell got knocked out, so Cowell got put inside a box, which is again, I guess that out. AKA Cowell actually got knocked out inside the box, so I was correct. And yeah, Lily-Ann is hiding. That's why Lily-Ann disappeared. So that's the story. Does it make sense? I think it makes sense. Again, this is probably not accident. Something probably happened there. Because again, the rope, the random number, we don't know what happened. The rope is made out of burnable object. Something like that. Hey. But this is a lot of work.
She knew that she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So, she has been trapped in the Opera House these last 2 days.
Okay, got it. 2 days. She have not been eating or sipping any water.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped 2 of them right under our noses. Talk about a sneaky thief.
Now that's the question. When did she do it? We didn't see anybody, no? If we see somebody, we're gonna mention something about, hey, excuse me. And yeah, I knew it. I knew somebody stole it. But I just don't know how they do it. Because again, there's nobody there.
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Including the disappearance of macarons. So Paimon is not guilty about the macarons.
Ah, so that's the whole story.
Yeah, again, the one that we only know. Random number generator.
Bravo!
Yeah, I forgot this is in Opera House.
Now then, Lady Farina, do you wish to speak against the defense's statements? Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
Farina just don't want to feel embarrassed.
What? Are you reading my mind now?
Bro, you're the Archon. Act like one, please.
No, I have no further arguments. I admit defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
You're literally trying to walk out.
Wow, look at that! She's like a deflated balloon now.
I mean, she already deflated in the first place, what? Anyway, I see. I feel bad for her. She didn't do this on purpose, right? She just say what come across her mind. That's why the trial happened. But at the same time, because of the crowd and she don't want to get embarrassed, she just say, yeah, I do the trial, or I charge.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events. The actual perpetrator of the serial
Oh, so that's why the random number generator, something like that.
With
I
some
see.
modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen.
Why is it young woman? Because they think the young woman is weaker. Because if you choose boy, it's gonna be much more harder to fight against, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so this is what happened to the other stuff. They're
To
explaining.
cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved.
Oh, you think about he will get inside the box and, you know, destroy the.
He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box and stuck it to the box's lid.
That is why.
Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed.
Again, this is inside the tunnel, not on the stage. This is supposed to be inside the tunnel.
However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim. Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house. As for Lyney, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings.
And again, don't question why he is going to the van.
From
basement.
this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Lyney, the accused, is in fact innocent.
Yay!
Lyney and Lynette! Amazing!
While there is much in Lyney and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case, at least, can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision. As such, Lyney and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
All right, that that looked like gacha pull. If you guys don't know what I meant, for you guys that know, it looked like this. What just happened a moment ago? Yep, hey, gacha. Right, literally look like gacha and Star Rail. I can. Anyway. Even though I'm the one that figured everything out, kinda.
Great work, partners.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thanks Navia as well to find this key information. And also, let's not celebrate just yet. There are some stuff that we need to, you know, the
Next,
water.
I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Lyney's baggage?
There you go.
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dare to bring before this court?
Aha! Furina want to be not embarrassed. Either way, how did you find that? Unless you're the, you know, the friend that helped
I
Cowell?
suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Lyney, but you, yes?
Oh? I will never
I'm
say.
sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
I was just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Lyney, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
Why would you do
And
that?
now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know and seek the protection of the guards.
Yes, I'll tell you everything I know. Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve.
Who is your
It can
boss?
also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration. We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent mora off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about.
I'm guessing it's the Harbinger. He turned into water. Dissolve.
And now he can no longer talk.
Such ruthlessness. I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
An outrageous act. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Might be one of you guys, who knows. However, nothing is found in the scene apart from the liquid left behind after font dissolve.
So, we're just going back now?
The problem is that I already reached 1 hour. We're not needed here anymore. We finally win as well.
True, but...
Traveler, Paimon, please wait.
I'm guessing we are still holding grudge about the Fatui stuff.
Lyney...
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me.
That's a lie. I'm literally looking at you right now.
Still, let me thank you again for defending me to the end, even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui.
I just didn't wish to see anyone be falsely accused. I just want to be sure that we are square. You helped me once when Furina, now I help you back.
I guess. But regardless, I'd like the opportunity to set things straight. I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain Lyney this entire time. As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That's all.
I see, to help people.
That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
The Knave! Crucial information, everybody, take a screenshot, crucial information, gotcha. With that being said, we'll continue the next episode on the next video. As always, subscribe, hit the like button, stream every day, and the cliffhanger begin. Goodbye.